Welcome to Treehouse Interviews by Campfire Concepts. And today we have the president of Campfire Concepts, Jared Scheineman, and I'm the visual designer, Jesse Scheineman. And today we have a...
Rec-lebrity. Yeah, we'd like to welcome Matt Fairbanks up into the treehouse today.
We're very excited about this.
Matt is the Membership and Education Director for the Illinois Park and Recreation Association. He's been with the association for a bunch of years, trying to weave his way into the treehouse with us.
You have like an extra height of tallness.
Welcome, Matt.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming down.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Matt came especially all the way down here from Lombard, Illinois to join us today in the treehouse.
Yes.
First Rec-lebrity.
I'm so excited about this. This is awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
All
So
right.
I've always had a lot of respect for Matt and felt like he's always had some good things to say. He's doing great things in the park and rec field and industry, so we're really excited to have you.
So I get question number one. So Jared and I are both questionnaires today. Interviewers.
We should start with like hashtagging that phrase, Rec-lebrity.
Rec-lebrity.
I love it.
That was
so many are out in the field right now. Like
That's true.
that was our gift from young Mitchell on his last day last week.
the gift that keeps giving.
It is.
Mitchell.
It is the gift that keeps giving. But I have question number one.
All right.
So I have heard, because I'm not personally a part of IPRA like you two, but that in the last 5 years, IPRA has been working on developing leadership skills in the park and rec profession. So in my own profession as well, I've seen leaders that are just natural and they just seem to be like, oh, they're born that way.
Right.
Or there's other people that it seems like, wait a minute, what, you have a story.
Right.
So do you feel it's more of a born or made mentality?
Well,
And we have our people waiting for your answer.
ooh. I think it's a little bit of both. I think that, some people are born naturally with certain gifts, leadership being one of them, that they're able to just kind of see a situation, rally a team. But some people, I think, also may just need that little extra push, that little extra something, whether it's guidance, whether it's learning by example, whether it's some kind of continuing education, just something to like bridge them to be that leader that they see that they are, but they haven't maybe necessarily acted out on that yet.
Right.
So I teeter between it being a little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's a way that IPRA has invested in leadership skills?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, over the last 6 years now, actually it's going on 7 years, Leadership Academy. I know, yeah. The less hair I have, like that should be kind of my gauge.
Me too.
But the association put together the Leadership Academy, which is an opportunity that presents the people in the field a 6-month, basically education.
Like a course, class?
Yeah,
thing?
it's 6 full-day classes that touch on
in person.
Then.
Okay.
That touch on all the different aspects of what it takes to be a leader.
Are those 6 days in a row, or like 6 days
No.
over 6 months?
But 6 days. It's one day a month over 6 months.
Oh,
so
cool.
we typically start in September and we conclude in March. We'll take January off because of our annual conference.
Nice.
And it just gets too hectic. But yeah, no, currently we have 2 tracks.
Okay.
We have a team level and we also have an agency level. So those kind of are whether you're leading just your immediate team or department, or if you're more leading a bigger group, your agency, you're wanting to be a leader within your community. And those tracks kind of help guide you, give you some of the tools.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's been great so far. Like I said, we're in our 7th year this year, starting on September 11th this year. And we couldn't be more excited.
So if someone wanted to sign up for this, or would they already be signed up?
They would already be signed up for this
at
one.
this
But
point.
if they're interested in next year's, our applications are typically available at our annual conference. So right
and then
around
it maxes out? Then if you're saying...
It's close to
Cool.
sometimes.
Okay.
It's an application process. It's not just sign up and you're in. You're actually evaluated too. So we might get too many applications, and we still don't even max out the number that we have spots because people just
No, that makes sense.
So
Got it.
yeah.
That's really cool. So you're even getting in people that are all in the same like leadership level
Right.
as they're
Right.
moving ahead.
Yeah, and we're looking for people that aren't just signing up because their boss told them to go do something. It's people who want to become leaders, who want to be better in their profession, be a little
Wow.
bit more well-rounded.
That's really sweet.
Awesome. So you mentioned as one of the leadership skills was being able to take somebody else that works with you or for you under your wing
Yeah.
and kind of like mentor them. So,
Sure.
you know, I know that you originally worked in the park district field, and then you
did.
moved into an association that serves park and rec professionals.
Yeah.
IPRA.
So I would imagine that you needed some kind of somebody to take you under their wing, some kind of mentorship, maybe in both of your career paths. Do you feel like there's somebody that's been a strong mentor for you, and then do you feel like it works better organically, or is the formal process of mentorship
Good question.
better?
I think mentorship for me kind of started during my college years. You know, I had a couple professors at Illinois State. I had a couple professors at Indiana State for grad school. Gail Barksdale is the name that sticks out for me. She was the senior women advisor in the athletic department at Indiana State, and she really just took me under her wing and was like showing me the ropes for what it takes. Because an athletic department, for those who don't know, operates very similar to how a park district does, where there's a marketing department, there's facilities people, the coaches are kind of your athletic rec trainers and programmers, compliance is HR, and so I got a lot of that, and she just basically took me through my 2 years during grad school and kind of showed me the way. And as far as like transitioning from park districts to the association world, I don't necessarily currently have a mentor. I just try to learn a lot from people that I respect, and not that I've necessarily made a call to say, hey, can you help me with this? Or in some cases I have, but it's to me, I do a lot better kind of listening and learning on the sideline and being quiet and just kind of taking it in, whether it's bad or good. I mean, you learn from both sides of that.
So kind of observing
Yeah.
people you actually know, or is it sometimes people that are actually met, I guess, in person?
Yeah, usually
or
them.
Sometimes, okay.
Usually people that I've met, or if I'm seeing something that is drawing me to them for whatever reason, I make it an effort to try to network and meet them at
That's
that point
cool.
and then create a relationship. Not necessarily to the point of mentor-mentee, but you know, it's definitely helped. Yeah, it's definitely helped for me to.
Got the sun right now.
Yeah,
right now.
sorry.
Hi everybody.
I'll try to
I'll come
blind
over
that
here.
for you.
So it sounds like it's happened organically for you in your lifetime.
For me, yeah, a lot of it's been organic. A lot of it's just been kind of, I think it helps when you know, or you have an idea of what you like, what your interests are, and what your path is, and then to see what people are in those positions to kind of help lead you, whether they realize they're leading you or not. That's what you kind of need to look for. But in some cases also, I mean, I totally get that people might not be comfortable doing the social hour, networking and shaking hands, putting themselves out there. So luckily through IPRA, we've put together a program called ProConnect. And ProConnect is a mentor-mentee relationship where groups of 3 are placed together.
And that's an in-person thing?
That is an
then?
in-person thing.
Cool.
Well, it's
Because I've just been a part of why I keep asking these kind of questions. I've been a part of a lot of different business mentor things that are just online. So
Okay.
then you're not meeting the people in
Right.
person, but the in-person part is
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah, so for this in-person, they meet 5 times
In how much time?
in a 6-month period.
Okay. You guys
Um,
work in 6-month periods all the
Yeah,
time?
for these 2 bigger programs we do. Yeah, it seems like that's our trend, but no, that's
That's awesome.
yeah. But so the idea is we set up these 5 events, completely different events. There's like a service project, there's an education, there's just a social networking.
Okay.
For examples, and then we encourage them to meet outside of those times too, to kind of help continue to nurture, develop the relationship.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's both of the programs that I just talked about are award-winning programs that we've received from ASAE, which is basically the Association for Associations. So it's kind of our mothership as far as who we look to for every people in the field come to
Like the
IPRA.
Death Star, maybe then.
Kind of like the Death Star. Yes, my son would appreciate the Star Wars reference. But yeah, so we were awarded for the programs for those, and
Is that national?
It's
Then
international.
Or international
Yeah.
awards. Awesome.
Yeah, so we're really proud of those.
Next time I want you to wear the medals.
I should have had
I got
my
shirt on today.
Letterman coat with my patches
Jared's
on.
sucking up over here.
I appreciate it.
Sweet. All right, I have the last question. What, and we've talked about this in the past, so many of you have heard of the IPRA Roadshow. So now we can ask Matt, who is a direct part of it, what is the IPRA Roadshow and when's the next one?
The next roadshow is October 2nd, and we are in Springfield, and we are being led by Campfire Concepts and Jared and his team
It's this guy.
to present for our group. Just a quick breakdown for the October event. It's with Circle, so the Central Illinois Park and Rec folks, and then CIPRA, the Southern Illinois Park and Rec folks, along with anybody in the state is willing to sign up through IPRA to attend. It's a $20 program.
That's cheap for 0.3 CEUs, man.
What's
Yeah.
a CEU? Guys, all
Continuing
these things.
education.
Yeah.
There's certifications in the field that you need continuing education in order to keep your certification.
Got it.
Yep.
I don't need those. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
And
So,
food.
Yeah, why would people want to attend other than, Jared's going to be there?
Besides
you'll
that
be
being
there.
the biggest draw of all, it's just an opportunity for a partial day of education to get a fair
These
number of CEUs
okay.
at a very good price and network. And I mean,
Yeah.
there's gonna be a lot of people in the room that
You might meet your next mentor.
You might. Hey, crossing it, I love it. It all goes together. The idea of the roadshow, to kind of backtrack just a bit, is
Sorry.
we wanted to reach the whole state, and obviously it's a big state. It's tough to necessarily get everywhere all the time. So we came up with this concept of do a program so that's the same for everyone in the state. It's not that north, south, east, or west is getting something better than the other
Okay.
folks, and just roadshow it. Everyone, we're just going to go to these different locations.
How many are you guys doing?
Well, there's 2 road shows, and
Okay.
each road show consists of 3 different locations,
Oh, okay.
3 to 4 different locations.
So this one that you're doing October 2nd is the same one that you did before or
In-
different?
Galesburg in northwest Illinois first.
Yeah.
And then now we're going to be in Springfield. And the last one will be on November 2nd in Romeoville for this roadshow.
This roadshow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the other one we were in Oregon, Illinois.
Okay.
Oregon, Illinois. Hoffman Estates and LaGrange. And we were working with Landscape Structure
For that one.
architects in recreation for that.
Neat.
So they put those ones on for us. So we're trying to, and that roadshow had one topic. This roadshow has different topic, but the idea is that people are coming together to get a similar type of education. And
Each time.
yep.
I love it.
Yeah, the goal
Cool.
I think is to have an interactive program that facilitates networking, conversation about hot topics, critical issues, revenue generation, communication, and hopefully talk with a number of industry leaders and sometimes people that have a little bit different perspective than the park and rec field. So at Springfield we've got Diane Dahlmann coming, and she was the former director for Campus Rec at Mizzou. So it'd be really interesting to hear her take on the park and rec field and how that's slightly different than what maybe park districts or park and rec departments have done in the past.
That's great too, because a lot of people haven't ever heard her speak. So it's an opportunity to
Come.
get that new perspective, like Jared was saying.
Yeah, for $20, $10 if you sign up through Circle, that's unbelievable. For food too,
Yeah,
I might go.
you should
you should.
sign up.
Yeah, leave the kids here alone.
It's a great facility
great.
too in Springfield.
Yeah, Erin's Pavilion is where it's going to be hosted at. It's in a Southwind Park, I think. Brand new park.
Yeah.
It's got all kinds of cool energy efficient practices. Really neat.
Shout out to Springfield for hosting us. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much, Matt, for
It was
taking some
so
time
fun to have you up here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me do the first Rec-lebrity.
Yes.
The first and maybe only. Yeah. So,
Very cool.
thanks.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.